What's up, guys? So today we're going to be reviewing all my Funko Pops, and the reason why I'm doing this actually is because I just got some new Funko Pops that were pretty cheap because they had been out of the box, etc. So yeah, I just was really excited about that, so I wanted to kind of just showcase my Funko Pops and tell you guys which ones I like the most, what I like about them, how much I got them, and how much you guys can get them for. So, starting off, we got Kylo Ren. Um, this guy is very cool. I got him for about $15, but you guys can grab him for about $13 on Amazon. I love his lightsaber. I love his Star Wars stand, and of course he's a bobblehead, so that's always nice. He can be kind of like you can kind of put on him on your like work desk, and I think it'd be pretty cool. And yeah, obviously the dark side attire is so cool. Kylo Ren as a character, he's kind of whiny. Don't really like him that much, but this doesn't even show his face, so it's kind of just like it just looks really cool because it just shows him in all his armor with his cracked mask and his icicle-like lightsaber, just very black. And I really like this Funko Pop. Honestly, probably one of my favorites. So, next up we got uh, First Order Flametrooper. Now, this one I actually think was like 4 years old because on the box it said from the new movie The Force Awakens, and it's 2020, so it's been a while since that movie was new. So yeah, it had a bunch of dust on it, but honestly it's in good condition. One thing I just really like about this is, yes, it's a bobblehead too, and it has a Star Wars stand. Always a good thing about Star Wars Pops is because they already look super expensive, or more expensive than average. I just love his bulbous white head. It's very cool. And of course he just has the typical stormtrooper attire, which is really cool, just as like a soldier's armor. I just love how stormtroopers are threatening yet not as threatening as that. Like, you can tell that like this is not like the main villain, but it's cool. And I just love stormtroopers, so I plan to actually get a stormtrooper figure in the future. But this is the Flametrooper. He has a cool mask, a little bit different, and yeah, he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. He's really fun to bobble his head because it's really big. Next up, we got Rey. Now, I actually got these two as supposed to be kind of a couple pair. Then I got that one. Now it's kind of just a trio pair. And Rey is really cool. I really like this Funko Pop. She has a really cool, just blue lightsaber, and you can kind of see through it. And yeah, it's kind of just a basic Funko Pop of a female, and she's has a pretty cool pose. There's not too much to say. She's a bobblehead. She has a Star Wars stand. So just overall, really cool Funko Pop. Really big, basic. So yeah. Next up, we got some Fortnite Pops. We got Valor, Tier 70, and the Season 4 Battle Pass on Fortnite. This is one of my favorite skins that ever came out in the Battle Pass. And as you guys can see, it's Valor, super cool. She got her own Funko Pop, and I just really like this like skin in general, and I really like how they made this pop. I think it's really cool. Just a bunch of red, and I really like her hair as well, and yeah, I just think it's a great Funko Pop. It kind of does wobble a little bit, but that's kind of how some of these Funko Pops go, but I just really like her in general. Next up, we got Omega, the Tier 100 of Season 4, the Beloved, and this one actually feels a lot different than normal Funko Pops because he's wearing this whole suit. If you guys can kind of see, it's a little bit glittery on his helmet, so he has kind of a cool texture to him, and he's just very solid in general, and he has no problem standing up. And of course he's Omega, like he's just a really solid pop, and he's really cool. You can get him for about $12, and same for Valor, and same for Rey, and you can get him for $10. So yeah. Next up, we got the Stranger Things pops. Now, these actually will cost you some if you want it new. This is Will. Honestly, you kind of get like an '80s type of vibe because everything's a little bit faded. Like obviously his hair is actually black, not that color. Same with Joyce, kind of. And yeah, I don't know. They just faded a lot of colors that makes it look like really old. So I really like this Funko Pop. I don't actually. Will's not my favorite character in Stranger Things, but I got the two, to kind of be a pair. And of course, we got Joyce. Very cool, just season one duo. Yeah, like you can't really do it better. If you guys don't know what that is, she's holding lights. So yeah, I can find how that would be very confusing to someone who doesn't watch the show. I really like Joyce in the show personally. She's just a really cool character, and I really like her and Hopper's relationship. Down the road. So I just think she's a really cool character. Well, he's not my favorite, but the two go together perfectly. And Stranger Things pops. They're a little bit more expensive, $20 to $30 if you want it new. I bought these today though, and I got Will for $10 and Joyce for $5. So yeah, honestly I got a killer deal. Let's put these pops back. And also, Joyce can move her head and body. That is another thing that you can do. Next, we got Jack Skellington. And I just love Jack Skellington. And in general, I don't really love how they portrayed him in this pop because I just feel like his eyes are too close to his smile, and it just looks kind of weird. But I just like it for the sole reason of what it represents. I've always loved Halloween and Christmas. They're like my two favorite kind of theme holiday type thing. And I've always loved suits. I've always loved skeletons, and a skeleton in a suit that named Jack. It's just the best thing ever. Really, I couldn't, you know, ever deny that. So yeah, I just love Jack Skellington as a character, and I had to get him. And I also got the Pumpkin King today. This is in the scene, like the beginning scene. Like this is Halloween theme song where he comes out in this suit. Or I might be wrong because I believe there is a part where he does that exact stance. I forgot though, but yeah, just overall really cool. It's Jack Skellington in a suit, but still, really cool. Really love it. So yeah, I really like this orange. The pumpkin head is very cool. It's probably one of my favorite pops, as well. So yeah, Pumpkin King, very cool pop. Looks like a scarecrow. Super badass. Alright, next we got this pop, Elastigirl. I got these two as a pair initially, but then I got Pumpkin King, so it's kind of like a trio type deal, like kind of like the Star Wars set. But yeah, I don't know, Elastigirl, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even going to bring up the memes, but I kind of liked her, her eyes. Most of these eyes are just all black, but since she's wearing a face mask, it's white. And I don't know, I think they did a really good job on this pop. I really like it. Cool texture feeling pop. Definitely love this pop. Alright, so let's get on to my last pops, which are my stand-ups. Now, this actually obviously shouldn't be the case. This Foxy does not stand up. I got him from my friend on my my fourth grade birthday, whatever that one was. And yeah, he came out of the box not standing, and he was actually my first pop. And I think he's a pretty cool one. I really like the hook, the hand, just the whole aesthetic. I've never been a super huge fan of FNAF, but I don't know. I always liked Foxy though, so that's something cool. Next, we got my second pop, which I actually broke her leg on accident. As you guys can see, the super glue right there. Yeah, she's just a really cool pop. She's from Mass Effect. I didn't play the game. It's just my dad let me spend like $10 at GameStop. So I just found this really cheap pop that was $6 exclusively at GameStop. So I decided to get it, and it's pretty cool, not gonna lie. I didn't know it had a stand in the box, but it actually did have a stand in the box for the peg in there, or yeah, the pegs, I guess. But yeah, and then I broke the leg of it, so it didn't really matter too much. You kind of take this off. I try to, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, see, and I always scratch it, so it's like, why not? Why even, really? So yeah, that's Rider. And yeah, that's all my Funko Pops. Forgot to mention that Pumpkin King is actually very expensive. If you guys want this guy new, you have to shell out $50. It's pretty much average for all of these. The same price, but I only paid $12 for him. But if you really want him new, you have to pay $50 on Amazon, which is kind of just really crazy. So yeah, if you guys want to buy Pumpkin King for $50 new, then you guys can do that. Yeah, that's my Funko Pop collection. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Jack out.